Alright, what's going on everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade the Cat Attack starter deck on a budget. We will not be spending rares, but I will show you some of the rares you can consider if you're interested. So we're going to clone this. This is going to give us a copy in our decks that we can edit to our liking. And this, now it's a tribal cat deck. If you saw my original video, I was very upset because it was called Cat Attack, but it was a +1/+1 counter deck. Now, however, we have Erebo, we have Regal Caracal, I don't know how this is pronounced, but we have key tribal cat cards. So that's cool. So how do we upgrade this on a budget? First, you need to click on your deck box, either here or if you are in this mode, you need to click here and you need to switch this to standard because we're making a standard deck. Now, do bear in mind, standard is rotating. Is it in a few months? It might be, but we're only going to be using commons and uncommons, so hopefully this isn't too expensive. So we have cats. Let's do type cat. Look at that. It's sort of a cat deck, but boy, are there still a lot of non-cats. This references cats, but we need more cats. And we can start by taking out these giant growths. Now, giant growth is an absolute classic. I've been playing this game for a very long time, and it was not very good when I started playing in 2002. So not really something you need to play in your main deck. So I want to take one of these out, and I guess we should do this like I normally do. Let's also give ourselves some room. I want more cats. So I just want to take out a 1-drop spell and increase our cat count. So we'll go up 1 Savannah Lions. And we're going to do the same thing right here with Leonin Vanguard. Take the other giant growth out, add 1 more of these, and that just, we now have more cats, right? We have 25 creatures. You typically want like closer to 30 if you can manage. Next, I want to take out Good Fortune Unicorn. It's okay. It's not a cat though. And we want cats. And a really good 3-drop for these cat decks is this Prideful Parent, which is a 3-mana 2/2 Vigilance. When it enters, it makes a 1/1. The reason that's so good is it gives us 2 creatures to soak up like +1/+1 from this, right? If this was a cat, it'd get +1/+1 and that's it. Since this makes 2 tokens, we effectively get +2/+2 from this, right? It powers up our lords by giving us 2 bodies to get pumped by the lords and the anthem effects, right? So that's the whole logic. This is fine, but it's a unicorn, it doesn't synergize, and we're already too light on cats. So let's take 3 of these out, put 3 of these in, and increase our cat count. Now, we sort of lost a lord effect, right? Because that unicorn did add counters, and we're going to make up for that by taking out Felling Blow for Case of the Gateway Express. Is that the right name? I think so, it is. Okay, so this card, it is 2 mana. When it enters, it's an enchantment case. When it enters, each creature you control is going to deal 1 damage to target creature. So if you have 4 creatures, you can deal 4 damage or something, right? So it's a removal spell. Similar to this needs a big creature in play, right? It puts a counter on something. So if you have a 2/2, you can make it a 3/3, then it deals 3 damage. Now, cats aren't huge. Cats go wide and get pumped a little bit, but it's not like hydras or dragons where they're big. So this is suboptimal. And this, on the other hand, takes advantage of our cats going wide, which they do, right? Erebo makes tokens. This is going to make a token. This draws, which helps us go wide by giving us more gas. This makes 2 1/1s. So cats go wide. This takes advantage of that better. And then, if you attack with 3 or more creatures, you solve the case, and your creatures get +1/+0. So it's another sort of effect like this, but with a removal spell attached to it. So I'm going to take out 2 of these, add 2 of these, and similarly, we're going to add 2 more because we're going to take out Banishing Light. Now, Banishing Light is fine. It's more versatile. It can hit any non-land permanents, so it can hit artifacts and enchantments and planeswalkers and stuff. But a removal spell that pumps our board is just crazy, and a deck that's trying to go wide and hit the opponent really hard. So I think it's worth having a slightly less versatile removal spell for the added Lord effect. It's also cheaper, which is good for an aggro deck, right? Next, we have Claws Out. Now, Claws Out is fine. It's typically it's 2 mana, give your creatures +2/+2. That's not bad at all, but it's clunky. If we don't have creatures, it's too expensive. It's the type of card that will win you a game and then be dead in your hand the next game, right? You'll win with it, you'll lose because you drew it with no way to play it, and then you'll win with it, right? Back and forth. There's a pretty good card that I like that it's kind of in between. It's not going to be as like explosive, but it's basically always good. And that is Patchwork Banner. This is 3 mana, gives your creatures +1/+1. You choose a creature type, it's going to be cat because our entire creature base is cats now. Gives them +1/+1, and then it can tap to add mana, which makes hitting these 5 drops like this so much better. Getting stuck on 4 when you have this in your hand feels so bad. So I just like this a lot. You can also play, there's a vehicle, let's just do creature type +1 and see if we can find it. Also, I'm going to talk about this in the rares. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. You can play this as well. Does the same thing. When this enters, you choose a creature type. The vehicle becomes that creature type, and then it gives other creatures of the creature type +1/+1. Same idea, 30 mana. You're losing the ability to tap for 1 and exchanging it for a vehicle that can attack for 4. Both of those are fine. This is rare. This is rare though. So we'll go with the uncommon. And I play this in my deck, by the way. My no budget deck, I play this. So closeout's fine. You could do like maybe a 2-2 split if you wanted, because this closeout is explosive. It will take people by surprise and win games sometimes. So I could see playing like 1 and 3 or a 2-2 split maybe. But for me, I prefer just the 4 copies of Patchwork Banner. Next, we need to take out the worst cat in the deck, I think, which is Felidar Savior. A 4 mana 2/3 lifelink is not very good. When it enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 creatures, which is fine. It's just way too slow. Standard is too fast to be playing a 4 mana 2/3, even if it does put out a couple counters. So instead, we're going to be playing playing a card that I don't play in my deck because I don't play green, but it's pretty good. 3 mana, 3/3. It is a cat. It's a cat warrior. Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. Turns off counter spells. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power greater than its base power deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So what that means is if you have a lord and you hit the opponent even with just a Savannah Lions, it draws a card. Now it's only it's 1 or more creatures, so if you hit with 3 creatures, you don't draw 3, you draw 1. But a 3 mana 3/3 that turns off counter spells and then draws cards. It's pretty good in an aggro deck, and this is bad. So we'll take out 2 of these, add 2 of these. Our curve is also looking a lot better. And that's what we can do on a budget. More cats, more lord effects, mass pumping. If you want to improve this deck, the absolute #1 no-brainer thing to do is to get extra copies of these 2 cards. They are insane. Erebos is crazy, pumps your board, and also whenever you play a cat, you make another cat. This thing goes so wide and so big, it's crazy. And this is a massive game swinger, because not only does it put out a ton of power, it's a 3/3, it makes 2 1/1s, it pumps its own 1/1 tokens, right? So they're 2/2s, but it gives all of your cats lifelink, so you can be on the verge of death, play this, and gain like 15 life, right? It's pretty crazy. This will win you games against red aggro, especially if you can curve into it with something like this, right? If you can play like a 1-drop and a 2-drop into this, and then this turn 4, you can just get out of the range of a red aggro deck. So these 2 are very important. The cards you want to be taking out would be things like Angelic Destiny, Unflinching Courage, probably Wary Thespian, and this Anthem. Now, it seems weird with the Anthem to take out a 2-drop for a 3-drop, but I'd say it's still probably worth it because this doesn't put a creature on the board, right? So you're not usually playing this turn 2 either way. This is like a turn 5 or 6 play after you have a board. Erebos you play on curve, so I still think it's better. Like, all of these are pretty bad, and more of these would be good. Other rares we can talk about would include the Sky Knight, which is a 2 mana 1/1. Whenever another creature enters, you put a counter on it. That is very good with things like Prideful Parent and this putting out tokens. This thing can just go huge, and it will get flying if it has 3 or more counters. So once it gets to a 4/4, it's a flyer. That is very good. Can give you a way to win a game if the board locks up. And I also play Adaptive Automaton. In my deck, it's a 3-mana 2/2. I believe it is in Foundations. Mine is, I have this Brothers War version, but I believe, yes, it's in Foundations, so it's not going to go away anytime soon. It's a 3-mana 2/2. When it enters, you choose a type. This will be that type. It will be a cat, and then other creatures of that type get +1/+1. So it's another, Arrobo type of thing. 3-mana 2/2, pumps your board. Probably better than Patchwork Banner, maybe. Yeah, so those are your main rares. Now, I want to show you my Tribal Cat deck, which is... Will I ever be able to find it? Here, now notice that mine is mono white, and you'll also notice that it's a lot of the same cards. 4 of these, 4 of these. I have 2 of these because I split it between these two, right? We have Hopeful Hunter, which is in your deck, and then I have the Sky Knight. I have 4 of these. I technically have 3 of these because they're split between these 2 sets, which is annoying. This is in your deck, and this is in your deck. So all of this is in your deck right now that I just showed you. Oh, except for Ride's End. Technically, I mean, you could do the split if you wanted to. You could do 2 cases to Ride's End or whatever. I want to play 4 in the budget deck because you don't have the Lord, right? You don't have Erebos. You don't have this Regal Caracal. So because you're missing the Lords, I think it's more important to have 4 of these. But you could do a split like this, or even play like Get Lost or something once you get the Lords in. That's fine. But yeah, you'll notice same stuff here. You just need Regal Caracal and Erebos. Those are the big ones. This one's also pretty good. So yeah, just the rares. That's it. Cavern of Souls also pretty good. Do note that you cannot use Cavern of Souls to pay for the white mana for spells. Or this, for example. It taps for colorless or any color for the creature type. But it does make that creature uncounterable. And also notice we're not in green, right? Mono white. There's no need for green. I don't see the reason to go crazy and to, fully take you out of green. But, what are we getting out of green? We're getting, this is pretty medium. This is fine, but it's not as good as an Erebos, right? Unflinching Courage, it's kind of whatever. We should probably just take this out for another Prideful Parent, honestly. Like, you could definitely take 1 out, go up to 4 of these. I'm playing 4. This is nice, but is it worth playing green? And then, because you're playing green, you have tap lands, and tap lands are devastating. This is a tribal aggro deck. You cannot be playing a tap land if you miss, like if you play a 1-drop but then miss a 2-drop because you had to play a tap land. That's brutal, man. You don't want to be doing, you want to curve out. You want to play a 1-drop on turn 1. You want to play a 2-drop on turn 2, and these tap lands will be killer. So yeah, that's the problem with playing green white, and there's nothing to really gain. I mean, Anthem's nice, but it's not necessary. Yes, what cards are in here that I'm not playing in my deck? These, the green cards, and I guess this technically. It's another Lord effect that I don't want to take out. It's a mass board pump. 5 is way too much, but since we don't have Erebos, since we don't have this, it's kind of necessary. But yeah, you see the same bones, right, of my deck. It's just the Lords. That's what you need. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully that's useful. You're going to go wide. You're going to pump your board more consistently. You're going to play more cats because you don't have unicorns in your deck. But get these Lords. That's what you need. Check your account, see if you have any, and they will massively improve your deck. That's it though. Hope that's useful. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.